Well, sadly, we're not in church today because of the increasing danger from the pandemic. And I just thought I might bob down on this video some of the thoughts I might have said today if we'd all been at Cornerstone. Well, Happy New Year to you all, to start off with. I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions. I can't keep them. Most people I know can't keep them. And eventually by February or March, we've all broken them anyway. It just seems to me to get the whole new year off to a rather negative start. Interestingly, St. Paul said in Romans 7 that he couldn't do what he was supposed to do, and he always ended up doing what he shouldn't do. And what did he say? He said, "Oh, God help me." To change, it's really hard to change ourselves. And sometimes, some people can change themselves by asserting their will. I'd have to say, they're not really very fun people. The Bible talks about us needing to be changed from somewhere else. Something has to happen to us. And in Christian language, we talk about that as being the work of the Spirit. Anyway, for us, the New Year starts on Advent Sunday. So at the moment, we are still in Christmas, so let's talk about Christmas until Epiphany starts this week. This is the reading that I was going to have at church today. Luke chapter 2 verse 15. When the angels had left the shepherds and gone into heaven, they said to one another, "Let us go now to Bethlehem and see this thing that has taken place, which the Lord has made known to us." So they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in the manger. When they saw this, they made known what had been told to them about this child, and all who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds told them. But Mary treasured all these words and pondered them in her heart. The shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, as it had been told to them. Well, we love to sing about peace and love, comfort and joy at Christmas, and so we should. If the fact of God becoming a human being doesn't give us life, then what will? But Christmas isn't good news for everyone. Do you remember what Mary sang when she found out she was pregnant? As well as singing that this child Jesus will lift up the lowly and fill the hungry with good things, she also sang that he'd bring down the powerful from their thrones and send the rich away empty. So, it's not comfort and joy for everyone, is it? It's not good news for those who are high and mighty, as Mary sang. And it was bad news for Herod. It's not good news for those who think they're the insiders, while other people are not, and they're off to hell. It's not good news for those actually who think they're rather spiritual or religious. It's not good news for those who go, "We're okay, Jack," or who think other people are the problem. But it was good news. It was comfort and joy for dirty labourers who lived up on the hillside with their sheep and with their dirt and their ticks and everything else which goes with living with sheep. It was good news for the Magi, foreigners, non-believers, Jews, non-Jews who cross an international border without permission. And later in his ministry, Jesus made clear the good news. It is for those who know they are the problem. It is for the destitute, the lonely, the humble, the willing, the confused, the befuddled, the compromised, the addicted, the discriminated against, and the bothered. When we say peace on earth, we easily think it means nice. and we forget the matter of justice, which Jesus is very keen on. It was peace on earth, but on God's terms. So this is why we have Mary and Joseph, humble people and willing people. This is why we have the shepherds, because they were poor, dirty, and therefore excluded. And this is why we have the Magi, because they were not the people you'd usually expect. They weren't the usual suspects to have at the birth of a new king to be, but strange foreigners. There is a warning here, I think, in this, that we should make sure that we don't behave like privileged insiders, having something which other people don't have. You know, we're going to be okay, but they're not. There's a warning here, I think, for us. But there's also an encouragement as well. If you feel your face doesn't fit, if you feel you're an outsider, if you think that your ethnicity or sexuality doesn't fit, that you don't believe the same exactly as others do, or that you feel unworthy, take heart. These are the sorts of folk who were the first to see Jesus. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, and comfort and joy to you.